Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on wearehotline.net, and I'm really, really excited to have the owner of Caesar Transport, Inc. on the line. Please welcome Roger Caesar to the show. How are you doing, Roger?
I'm fine. How are you, Nikki?
I'm great. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with us. And you do so much, and I know that you're very busy, so I appreciate your time. But I think I'd like. Oh, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I think everyone likes to know, when you're an entrepreneur, how exactly did you come up with the idea, and when did it start?
Well, the idea, it started with my father, and he started this business over 30 years ago. Again, it's always that idea of having a dream and an idea as to what you want. He had been working for many years at different warehouses and plants, and coming from Grenada, he wanted to start something for himself. And he began this business back in 1984. And since then, he has tried to build it based on the way he was taught and the way he was grown up. And I then took over the business about 10 years ago. The rest is history, as they say.
Fantastic. Love that story of evolution. So 1994 is when it first started. And what areas do you service, and what type of services do you offer? Who are your clientele?
Well, I've always said that we help to make businesses more efficient and profitable. And the way in which we do it is because we deliver your products throughout the GTA in perfect condition on time. And I've always had that mentality through my father that your quality and the way in which you present yourself is the most important thing when being an entrepreneur and also owning a company that services the mass on a whole.
Right.
At the end of the day, we want to make our customers feel relaxed and confident that their shipments will reach their clients and make them happy and, of course, make their business succeed.
Got it. Okay, great. And 2016, we're just venturing into the second month of 2016. I can't believe it's moving so quickly. But
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy. I just getting over Christmas. But what are some of the goals that you have, or some of the projections for some new ideas for your business for 2016?
Well, it's funny that you asked that because we just recently moved. We were in the Etobicoke area, and we moved to Brampton. And so, as you can imagine, if moving your house, how difficult and crazy that is. Well, try moving a business. That took 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks of just stress and trying to get things organized as best as we could. But to answer your question, 2016, we are looking to build our business, to expand our business. We currently do warehousing and LTL and shipments of that nature within this area. And I'm trying to expand and go further east and west, and possibly, if everything goes the way I want, to expand into the U.S. as well.
Wonderful. Do you have a specific state in mind?
I'm sorry, a specific state, you said?
Yeah, Pacific states, like New York, or is there any way that you want to?
At this point in time, we would try to get to the closer regions of Ontario, and so it would be the Detroit and the Buffalo, New York areas. That's what my initial plan is.
Okay. Well, that would make sense because they're bordering Ontario, definitely. Wonderful. So you know, a lot of people think it's easy to run your own business, and I think we both know that it takes a lot of planning, a lot of, you know, time, sacrifices. What is it to be an entrepreneur to you, based on your experience?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Being an entrepreneur means sacrificing. It means being driven. It means to have a goal, have a dream, a desire, and to follow through with it, knowing fully well that you will have bumps in the road and knowing that you will have times when situations won't go the way you wish it to. And that's life in general, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it's the idea to be strong and to understand that with the success that you will have, that there will be times when things will not go as planned. I've always believed that, and I think you and I have talked before, that it's very important that when you have people around you that can help you to make decisions in terms of helping the process go a lot smoother, that I tend to lean on those individuals. They have helped me make some very important decisions throughout my career and throughout the existence of this company. And I think that at the end of the day, not only is it great for myself to be able to look back and see the things that I've done, but also to look at those times when I've had situations that did not go right, but also had people there to guide me and to give me the proper advice along the way.
Fantastic. And it's true. Yeah, you know, I mean, I look at myself and if I didn't have the mentorship of my father, who was a very savvy businessman, you know, I would have not have known certain things ahead of time, and I avoided certain mistakes. You know, but you make mistakes along the way, but when you have someone who can show you the way early, it helps prevent making all of them at the same time. So
that's great that you said that, because that is exactly how I see my father and my mother, for that matter. My father has always been the bricks, as I say, and my mother is the concrete that puts it together. And so they both have helped. They both have helped me to learn and to be a good business person, a good person in general. But with the help of my father, who has always been there to answer any questions that I may have, and of course, mom being mom, when the emotional side of it kicks in, she's there to give you that hug and tell you that everything is all right.
Yeah, absolutely. You need that. You definitely need that. When you look back at 2015, you know, there's probably a lot of learning experiences for you, and I'm just wondering, the show's tagline is about transforming lives one story at a time. What do you think transformed you in 2015?
I've always been very close to my family, and growing up, we've always maintained that closeness. This year, my grandmother passed away, and she was an intricate part to this family. And whenever I needed to talk, or whenever she wanted to tell us anything, to teach us anything, it was always met with an open ear. And when she passed away, it made me realize how important life is. And the idea that I am an entrepreneur and that I am an owner here, that sometimes we take things a little too much for granted, and as well we allow too much things to stress us. And then you see something like this happen to someone who you thought would never leave, even though that's obviously not true, but she was such a strong woman, and I see that strength in her, and I've always said that is one of the qualities that I'd always want to have in myself. And with her passing away, it made me realize how important life is and how important it is to always strive to be the best you can under any circumstances, because you never know when it will go. And that is what I try to do. I try to implement that into my children as well and make sure that they realize that life is precious. And you would love to always leave an indelible mark on the people that you come in contact with. And so that at the end of the day, business or personal, you will be remembered for those things, as she was in my life.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a very beautiful thing. Thank you for sharing that. And for the listeners right now, just captured by your story, where can they find you? Where can they get more information?
Well, you can find us at www.caesartransport.com. And you can also get me at rcaesar14 at gmail.com. And like I said, we are in the Brampton area, and you can always reach us at 416-213-9. I'm sorry, I changed my number. See, that's part of all the learning.
Exactly.
905-452-6445.
Okay, great. Do you want to repeat that number?
Yes, it's 905-452-6445.
Wonderful. Roger, we just want to thank you again for stopping by and really, sharing so much about what you're doing and where you'd like to go. Really appreciate it, and I just want to applaud, all the hard work that you put into to build this company. It takes a lot to make a company run for as many years as yours. So we appreciate you, and just keep doing the great work. Thank you very much for your time.
And you too. Keep on doing the things that you're doing, because you are a platform for people like myself and others to voice their opinions and to talk about these types of successes and trials and tribulations. So thank you very much for being that ear.
Oh, thank you. It is my pleasure. It is my pleasure. All right, Roger Caesar on the line. Thank you so much for spending some time with us on the Nikki Clarke Show on wearehotlawn.net. Have a great day.
Thank you. God bless.
Okay. God bless. Bye-bye.